Have you ever felt like your past disqualifies you from being used by God? That the mistakes you've made are too dark, too heavy, too shameful? There's someone who would beg to differ. His name is Paul, the Apostle Paul. Let me take you to the moment where his transformation begins to shake not only the early church, but the very foundations of how we view grace and calling. Today's verse is Acts 9:15. But the Lord said to him, "Go, for he is a chosen vessel of mine to bear my name before Gentiles, kings, and the children of Israel." This isn't a casual suggestion. This is God interrupting the fear of Ananias, a disciple who had every reason to be terrified. Saul of Tarsus was infamous, a persecutor, a man who authorized death and imprisonment for believers in Jesus. And yet, in the midst of his mission of violence, Jesus meets him, not to destroy him, not to shame him, but to call him. The words chosen vessel should send chills down your spine. God didn't say, "He'll make a decent helper," or "Let's give him a second chance." No, he declared, "He is a chosen vessel of mine." This isn't about Paul's credentials, his education, or his eloquence. It's not about the Pharisee who studied under Gamaliel. It's about divine appointment. It's about the God who takes the least likely, the most broken, the most dangerous, and transforms him into a mouthpiece of heaven. Look at the reach of his calling. Gentiles, kings, and the children of Israel. That means outsiders, power structures, and his own people. God was saying, "He will speak my name where it's never been welcomed." Now, I want you to feel this. Your past is not a prison if Jesus walks into it. Paul didn't erase his history. He redeemed it by the blood of Christ. Every scar, every failure, every moment he opposed the church became a testimony of God's outrageous mercy. And here's the clincher. God didn't ask permission from the church first. He didn't consult the apostles. He didn't hold a vote. He simply said, "Go, for he is mine." If he could choose Paul, he can choose you right now. Yes, even with your baggage, even with your doubts. The same Jesus who met Paul on the Damascus road is still turning enemies into instruments of glory. So the next time you wonder if you're too far gone, remember Acts 9:15. God doesn't look for the qualified. He qualifies the called. And once he calls you his, no one gets to say otherwise. God isn't looking for perfection. He's looking for surrender. And when he finds it, even in the most unlikely soul, he writes a story the world will never forget.